Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. I will first begin by saying that I first take instructions from the people of Kimilili constituency, and that I will never use the platform of Parliament to say things that will make them cry. But I will use this platform to say things that will breed hope in them. We have had discussions, Madam Speaker, that we have people in this country who are dying of hunger. They are dying of hunger not because there is no food in this country. They are dying of hunger because they do not have money to buy food so that they can eat, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we campaigned on the platform of guaranteed minimum returns. The issue to protect our local farmers, our local industries. We've been saying, buy Kenya, build Kenya. Madam Speaker, I can testify before any group of people, before any committee, that indeed we have enough maize in North Rift, we have enough maize in Bungoma. Personally, Madam Speaker, I have 2,500 bags of maize in my store. The only available market for this maize are boarding schools. The only available market for this maize are middlemen who come to buy in korokoros in small scale, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, traditionally farmers have sold their maize to National Cereals and Produce Board. This government entity as we speak today is closed. When somebody stands and say that farmers are holding maize, Madam Speaker, I feel like I should cry. I feel like we are people who are completely detached with the reality. And when I stand here, Madam Speaker, there is one thing that I will never do. I appreciate the efforts of government of Kenya, led by our President William Ruto, to improve the life of every single citizen in this country. And I will always assist him by not being a chester in the royal crowd. I will always say we are naked as a government. I will never mislead the government by saying we are not naked when we are naked, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, 10 years ago, the sugarcane industry was doing very well in this country until the discussion began that we don't have enough sugar in this country. We have to import some sugar from some countries. That is what made the sugarcane industry begin to limp. As we speak now, is no more. I want to ask most of our friends who are not coming from maize growing zones that yesterday it was sugarcane, today it's maize, tomorrow it could be milk, the other day it could be tea, Madam Speaker. Even when we reach a time when we have no maize in this country, we don't have to import GMO. We can import maize from Uganda. We can import maize from Tanzania. We can import maize from parts of the African countries that grow good maize, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to challenge the Honorable Moses Kuria. I felt like I should not respond to him, but because I was not sure whether, when he made that statement, whether he was coming from a bar or a church. So that's why I will decide to engage him, and that was a very reckless statement. It's a statement that doesn't inspire hope in our people, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to tell this country that even during the time of Jesus, the very many people who led to the spread of the gospel were not very many, they were very few. The majority were persecuting those who are found with the Bible. And I want to assure Kenyans that I will continue to advocate for no importation of maize until we have mopped up enough maize in this country. Before we go to that, Madam Speaker, we should revive the National Strategic Reserve and ensure that it have got enough maize there, Madam Speaker. I know time is not on my side, but I support this motion by a Member of Parliament for Mosop, by Honorable Kirwa. We need more than 10 kilos. This country will change. We don't need to change any law. But people who think forthrightly like Abraham Kirwa, this country will change, Madam Speaker. I support.
Thank you. Member for Endebess, Dr. Pukose. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for allowing me to contribute.